I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands. I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low, like ask me where I've been. I said, whoa, you making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low, low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no, no. Hey, yeah, whoa. My soul is stuck between dark and the light. It's like playing some musical chairs. They kicked me out, so I started a life, made a bag that was bigger than theirs. I win and I lose and I win and again. I can see why they think that's unfair. We putting the work and we making the bends. To be honest, I don't really share. You rolling with hitters, I don't understand. You killing good people, that wasn't the plan. Round up the game, come get your mans. He's selling his soul for a couple of bands. I opened his eyes, lifted a hand. As far as you see, this is all in my land. Cause I've been through hell, then I came back. That's the one reason I don't give a damn. Whoa, devil knocked and I buzz him in. This is life with the son of man. Poured a drink, half a dozen in. Threw my head for a sudden spin. Sad story with my violin. All these problems start to pile in. All these peasants turn to violence. Two-faced.
He's on fire!
I just wanna win on the low.
What's your name, fat body?
Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no, no. I said, no.
You
I just
lose.
wanna win on the low, low. Ask me where I've been. I said,
I am the danger.
You making demands. I said, whoa, whoa.
He's heating up.
She wanna be friends. I said, no, 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 no.
I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Fatphobia is real and it's a social justice issue.
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Come on, really?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
I got hairy legs.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Ooh. Welcome, everyone, to episode 21 Hundo and 85 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beeshes, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beescast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 flexing on all you be
Fucking Catalina wine.
Yeah,
it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam wise, what is going on? How are we doing? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button and share the live stream right now, no matter where you are watching from, listening from. We got some knowledge cock. It is veiny, it is thick, it is girthy, and we are going to go all the way in just a few moments. Happy Swole Slut Saturday, fam. Reminder to check all the links in the show notes down below or the description for all the information on how you could download your free copy of the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, how to join the SwoleFam over there at SwoleNormousX.com. Check out the links and the special offers we have for apparel going on right now. We have an amazing show, and I am really stoked for it. Let's say a little bit of hi row to the SwoleFam. What's going on, Beaches? How are we doing, Tyler? What's up, Lupe, Ryan? We got Loretta, Brandy, Gypsy. We got Phoenix, Jeremy, Brian, Danny. How we doing, Cerny? Heather, everyone is here. Jiggly Bumflesh, of course, in the fucking house. We got a great show. It's SwoleSlut Saturday. Let's get into it. Are you ready, Beaches? Put your nips together for an amazing sleazecast. Let's fucking do it. Let's summon the Falcon and get this party started, shall we? Drum roll, everyone. Look. Yes, put some respect on it. Nailed it. I like the way you jiggle Lafroig. Leo, got the liquor, got the sparkling bone broth. We are ready for an amazing Swole Slut Saturday. Hashtag SSS in the comments down below. And of course, like every day, we will give away a beautiful Swole Slut card to one of you lucky beaches at the end of today's episode. That being said, let us pivot. Let us bust that tip in there. We just busted the nut. Let's get the tip in there, and then we'll talk about a couple things we have going on, and we'll get into it. Everyone moisturize, and let's go. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Moist. Okay, if you haven't yet left us a review wherever you're listening to this, of course, if you're watching live, you can't leave a review. You could drop a comment. You could share the live stream, but make sure you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you have not yet done so. We got a couple announcements because it is Saturday. Tomorrow's episode is Ask Papa Swolio Live, so we'll take tons of questions. Of course, today, when we get into that thick and veiny knowledge cock, we will take some questions, but tomorrow is pure questions. So if you're listening to this and you always want to be there, you always want to ask a question and you haven't yet heard about it or you haven't heard the answer yet, and I don't know how you haven't heard the answer yet because there's been like almost 2,200 episodes, but there could be something you want to ask that hasn't been asked yet. You can do that today, of course, during the Knowledge Cock portion, but tomorrow is the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funday Q&A, so we will take a lot of questions tomorrow, pure questions, so be there. Not only that, day after tomorrow, we have our accountability meeting live call. Every single Monday's episode is private for members only inside Swolenormous X, so you could join the fam right now over there at SwoleNormousX.com. Use code SWOLE20 at checkout for an additional $20 off your sign up for unlimited memberships. So now is the time to join the fam. Get swole for fucking summer. Accountability meeting Monday, May 2nd. This Monday, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there, beaches. Not only that, yesterday, oh my God, a lot of you were here. A lot of you were here last night when we went overtime. It was fucking epic. It was epic. Let's get a little America. Yesterday's bonus overtime segment is available now in Swole TV, and let me tell you, that was fucking awesome. That was awesome. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to say anything, but if you were there, you already know. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. Available now inside Swole TV. And we got a picture here. If you're just listening, we have our Swole event page pulled up. We have the most pressing matter. The first two pressing matters, we have our 6 years of Swole party, Sunday, May 8th. So that's a week from tomorrow. Then 2 weeks from tomorrow, we have episode 2200, which is the release, a 24-hour release of P3S3, Papa Swolio's signature series. And that will be available only for 24 hours. So collect them all. Make sure you are there for that because P3S3 is going to be fucking fire. And of course, Monday, May 30th, Memorial Day, we will have our major release event, Balls Deep for Summer. It's epic every single year. Be there. So May is huge for all of us. It's a huge, huge month. So, mark your calendars, get ready, pinch your nips, and be there for all those amazing events. All right, let's get into the first SwoleFam post. We got one from Chris. We got a post and we got a picture because Chris is making some sick fucking gains. So let's read this through. Chris writes, Swole season, baby. The fucking gun show from my last good pump last Saturday night before my new work schedule screwed me all up. And that pump was on the completion of week 14. Unfortunately, I've had to put week 15 on hold. Meh. I feel I'm losing my gains, damn it, but you got to keep reading. LOL. I have had to start traveling 120 miles one way each day to help on a big chiller plant for Merck Pharmaceuticals. So 4.5 hours on the road each day, then 12.5 hours on site each day. Jesus Christ, bro. Up at 3:30 a.m., on the road at 4 a.m., not home until 9 p.m., give or take. Barely get to see the family and clean my ass, then to bed and repeat. But every day on the job, and a few times a day, I've been doing push-ups, bodyweight squats, and dips where I can get them, whether with chairs or benches, pull-ups, sometimes arm raises with different things for weights, overhead presses done with the same, with random things for weights and different types of curls, tricep activations to get at least some pump on with this fucked up schedule, plus some stretching and mobility, a shitload of walking because sometimes us supervisors get walked to death, and all while I'm on the job. Hopefully in a week or so, the hours will slow and I can get my real routine back on track and get on that week 15. But I go home trying to get what rest I can before doing it all again the next day. Cause SwoleFam, we got to mind those 7 pillars, but we still have to go to the fucking gym where and when we can. My nutrition is staying on point and weight is holding at 188 pounds. Get yours, fam. And Papa, I'll catch you on the replays. Chris. Fucking shout out, brother. We got the flexing. We got some gains. Got some late night gains. I remember like a week or so ago, I read a post from you when you're saying like you were home late at night and you made some gains and you were trying to squeeze it in. That is intense. That's fucking intense. 120 miles each way. I'm trying to think of that kind of a distance. 120 miles. Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a long distance. But of course, Chris is still getting it in. He's doing what he can. Chris, I would also recommend doing trying to get some mobility in there too. I'm sure you're doing some kind of stretching, maybe a Swollen 7. That's probably one of your best friends there. Make sure you're getting your brain gains in too. You sound like you're very centered, bro. I mean, considering that exceptional commute. But here's the thing, and I think everyone can relate to this. Chris, even though you're traveling a lot, obviously you're probably listening to the Mancast on the replay, so you have a long journey, so you can learn. You could bang your ear holes with some knowledge cock. You can listen to an audiobook. You can definitely make some progress and get some things accomplished, even though you're commuting a lot. But dude, that's a hell of a fucking trip. Greg says, geez, make them pay for a hotel. I mean, I guess it depends, but that's a long journey. That's a long journey. We got a post here from Christine, and let me tell you, this is great. All right, Christine, I theft the last evidence of my old self, updated my driver's license photo, and damn, it's a small thing, but it feels good. Christine, fucking awesome. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Completely different. Completely different. You have one chin in the new picture. You got one chin. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. I have a couple different IDs. I got my driver's license updated last year, but I also have my concealed carry. And let me tell you, the concealed carry looks like I literally am straight out of Duck Dynasty. It's when my beard was it was super long. My hair was down. It's kind of a blurry, shitty picture, and it looks hysterical. Every license I have every single picture looks like I just got out. It looks like I just got out from like breaking and entering or some kind of assault. I look like a criminal in every single one of my pictures. And the funniest one is because the last time I went, Mama Swolio was waiting in the car because it was a long line, but she's like, I'll just wait in the car because, you know, she would have to go back and then come pick me up because we just took one car because we were just looking around. She's going to drop me off because the lines are usually huge and there's no parking because getting your license renewed is just a fucking hot mess, especially ever since COVID. You know, people are trying to all get it done at the same time and they had to delay things for a long time. So anyway, I got my license picture taken. And the funny part is I look like I hated life. I looked like I was going to kill someone. And the funny thing is I was like smiling in my head. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm going to a little smile. I had a little smile going on. And yeah, didn't come out that way. I didn't look like I was smiling at all. So she's laughing. She goes, you're not fucking smiling. I said in my head, I like thought I was smiling. Not even close. Not even close.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Not even close to a smile. Not even close. All right. We got a post here from Heather. All right. Heather writes, hey fam, in honor of Theft, and that was yesterday, I am excited to say that I have a ton of things that I've cleaned out. Just for a quick background, I used to be a cast member of the Walt Disney World Resort. I promptly decided to leave when shit hit the fan last year. I found myself refusing to let go of memories, people, keepsakes, etc., even though looking back brings my headspace down. I was in food service, and having very little discipline, I gained major weight. I went from 130 pounds to 185 pounds within a year. That's 55 pounds increase. When I moved back home, I did drop down to 160 pounds within 3 months, but then I stopped. I kind of gave up, but then a month or so ago, I started working out. Holy crap, was it the push I needed? These last few weeks, I have cleaned out my car, went through and unfollowed Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube pages, deleted Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I'm currently working on cleaning out my closet. I am also so happy to say that tomorrow's my last day of working 3 jobs. It has been incredibly stressful, but until recently, absolutely necessary. For one job, I worked in a cafe surrounded by food and sweets. I do not have enough willpower. It also caused me to get home late, affecting my 5:30-ish, 6 a.m. workouts. Luckily, I was able to cut my hours and have been more consistent in going to the gym. I have also been able to do more sport activities due to my newly found free time. Now I have the ability to completely focus on myself and my mental and physical gains. By the end of this year, it would be nice to be in the 110 to 120 pound range, but my main goals right now are lowering my resting heart rate to 55, restoring my complexion after all the poison I put into my body, out squatting my dad, and being able to hold a dead hang for longer than 10 seconds. P.S. Papa, thank you for the dead hang recommendation. My life and my back have been changed forever. Happy Fef fam. Fuck yeah, Heather. Fuck yeah. Awesome. Dead hangs are great. Dead hangs are great. And Heather's dad, you better watch out because fucking Heather's coming. Heather's coming and she sounds hungry in the best possible way. We got a post here from Jen, and Jen writes, happy Fef fam, just getting home from ladies jiu-jitsu morning class. There is a big competition on May 28th and I'm teetering the idea of competing. I'm nervous as fuck, but I think I should just step outside my comfort zone and go for it. Today is the last day to register, so we shall see. Time to smash legs and head to work. Have a great day and remember you're worth so much and don't let anybody make you think otherwise. Make those gains. And we know from Jen's watching live right now that she did sign up for the competition. So good luck, Jen. We're here for it. We're fucking here for it. You better win. Now you have to win. No, it's all right. Do your best. We're stoked to hear about the results. And absolutely. If you're nervous about something, that's a good sign. If you're nervous about doing something, that usually means you should fucking do it. Because then if you don't, then you're comfortable and you don't want to stay in your comfort zone. You want to push the boundaries a little bit. So good for you. And our last post from Veal. Hello, fam. I've been on the journey for healing, building myself and whatnot for 20 years or so. It all started back in school and pretty massive bullying problem. After 20 years of training, I have moved from very hard powerlifting training to kettlebells, clubs, and maces and yoga. The building of mental fortitude from training has finally made me strong enough to accept and level with my past. It also opened a path to self-improvement. The burnout was also partly to affect it slammed doors open. It slammed doors open and made me start dealing with stuff, even though it felt more like wrestling. Thank you all for the support. Stay strong. Love it, dude. I did some mace today, bro. Good for you. Maces are fucking fantastic. Yo, the SwoleFam's fucking killing it. Not like we didn't know that. If it's your first time here, this is pretty much the standard every day. But every once in a while, we have a day where we read SwoleFam posts, and every single one is just people crushing it. We got Vil crushing it. We have Jen crushing it, signing up for competition. Heather feffing her past and changing her life, getting rid of garbage jobs that don't serve her anymore and moving forward in her life. We have Christine's amazing driver's license picture transformation, and Chris driving 15 light years every goddamn day and still making some gains at work and staying focused. So amazing post today. Let's get a round of applause for the SwoleFam. Biceps and gorillas in the comments down below. What a great post day. All right. The SwoleFam is the best fam. And you know what's the best fucking card? The best day of the week? Hashtag SwoleSlut. Drop in the comments down below. Oh, that was nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
That was nice. Underrated. That was a nice short burst. That was a nice one. Yeah, we are just a bunch of fatphobic swole sluts. I like how Nick's got like all the accents on the word slut. You got the little, what is that dangly thing at the bottom of the L? We put those at the bottom of the C in French, right? And we got the U. Yeah, you can use some accents. Might get away with it. Hashtag SSS. Hashtag SSS. Swole slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Oh man, we got so many peeps. We got so many amazing Swole card nominees. Hashtag Swole slut indeed. My God. It's amazing. Let's take some questions. All right. So if you got a question, drop it in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, and we will take it. And of course, tomorrow we have our Red White Swole Sunday Funday Q&A, so we'll take a lot more questions. And by the way, if you're brand new to the show and you enjoy like the knowledge cock portion, make sure you go back and check all the Ask Papa Swolio lives, because every single Sunday, like we've been doing just Q&A, open Q&A for a long time. So there's so many episodes. There's so many questions. Some episodes are just, the questions are dog shit, and some of them are literally amazing fucking questions. So it's really hit or miss. Depends on what we have coming through on Instagram and who we have showing up and what questions come through. Sometimes it's just a chill session. Sometimes we have questions that are just fire. So make sure you go and check those out. A lot of previous episodes, as you can see. All right, we'll take the first one from Shitstagram from Aram Iruora. Aram Iruora. Papa Swole, do you think cardio 45 minutes before lifting is a good thing? Personally, if I were to do any type of cardiovascular training, I would do it afterwards. However, warming up is great. So for me, I will do like some sled work, reverse sled. Maybe if you want to step on the step mill or a treadmill or something for 5 or 10 minutes warming up, but I wouldn't do any intensive. Personally, I wouldn't do any kind of intensive cardio before training. So I wouldn't technically do it before. I mean, if you're going to do actual dedicated cardio for whatever reason, again, it really matters what the context is. Why are you doing the cardio? Cardiovascular training is great, but it depends on how you're working that into your program. More isn't necessarily better, and longer isn't necessarily better. A lot of people overdo cardio and they underdo proper nutrition, sleep, hydration, weight training, and all those types of things. So before lifting, I wouldn't do it. I would do it after. If it's part of your protocol and it's actually a good method for you to approach, I would do it after. All right, James Vincent from Instagram. What are your thoughts on pre-made meals from the delivery service Freshly? I have no idea. It doesn't really matter if it's a delivery service or not. It depends on the food quality, like how it's made, what it's made with, where it's from, what it's sourced from. So personally, I always like to have as much control of my food as possible. And I personally wouldn't do any of those pre-made services. That's just me. That's just me. I mean, you could save a lot of money. You could have a lot more autonomy over your food, more specificity just by taking a day a week and making it yourself. But I don't know about that one company in particular. Let's see. Matt Aoki. Hey, Pop, I'm 5'6" and 145, and I deadlifted 315, and my friends called that light. what would you classify as heavy for my height and weight? Hashtag go to the fucking gym now. No excuses. And as always, thank for all of you. Your friends are cunts, by the way, Matt. Your friends are cunts. They're not too smart either. No offense. No offense, but you're not your friends. So 315 is not light, dude. At 145, that's more than twice your body weight. That's not light at all. So that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So your friends are dumb. I mean, are your friends, let's just put it this way. I mean, I understand if your friends are they deadlifting more? But here's the thing. You have to understand absolute weight versus relative weight. So the reason why competitions for lifting are always by weight class is because it's the amount of weight relative to your body size. So someone that's let's say someone that's 150 pounds, that's deadlifting 500 pounds is much more impressive than someone who is 250 pounds deadlifting that same weight. It's much more impressive because you're lifting more weight per pound of mass that you have on your body. So it's about relative weight. Now, for me, the most I've ever deadlifted or the most I've ever tried, because I used to deadlift all the time. I really did. I used to deadlift all the time, more. And then once I got past like a little bit past 500 pounds, I lost interest. I'm like, I don't want to keep on going more. I don't want to deadlift more and more. I was like, there's a point of diminishing returns. It's not the most important lift in the book. It's a very good lift, but there's other lifts that are much less risky. And, there gets to be a point where the risk isn't worth, like, it's just not worth the trade-off. But I think deadlifts are a great lift if you adjust them, if you manipulate them and change them around so it's not compromising your natural structure. Because most people don't have the same, no one has the same exact physical structure. And if you have long legs and short arms, you're more compromised. Your back and your hips are more compromised than if you have shorter legs and longer arms. Some people just have a better physique for deadlifting. And you'll see a lot of these people online. They don't look that big, but they just deadlift a ton. Some people just have a real amazing capacity for strength with one specific lift. Like some people don't look that big, but they're just so fucking strong and they can squat a ton. Some people don't look that big. Like they don't have a great physique, but they can deadlift like 600 pounds. Like how the fuck do they do that? So for me, I always liked strength, but I always wanted to have a physique more important to me than just having a ton of strength. I don't want to look like shit and be able to deadlift 700 pounds. So it's really about the relative weight and how that works into your programming. Just curious, how much do your friends deadlift and how big are they? So understand there's relative is much more important than absolute. Absolute is not that important. There's always someone that's going to deadlift more. So for example, if I was comparing myself to someone else that deadlifts, and you're on Instagram and like, oh my God, this guy is deadlifting 8 plates. It's like, yeah, there's always going to be someone deadlifting more. There's always going to be someone setting a fucking world record. You can't compare yourself to anyone else. All you need to do is compare where you were before and learn and educate yourself and practice and stuff. But it's all about you versus the old you. All right. Crack my neck. All right, Tyler. I've recently been using baking soda, coconut oil, and a little bit of Colgate cavity protection paste too in the mixture for cleaning. My question is, should I be feeling pressure on my upper gums? Dude, I'm not a dentist, bro. What do you mean pressure? I just told you what I do. I'm not recommending. I don't know what you mean by that. You shouldn't have pressure. You shouldn't have anything like uncomfortable. But that might not be related. For some people, baking soda might cause irritation. If you use it a lot, you might be using too much. But I just use a little bit of baking soda, a little bit brushing my teeth. I'm not using a ton. A little bit, brush my tongue. I use like a tongue scraper too. And then I put a few teaspoons of coconut oil, wash it around my mouth while I do flossing. And that's all I do. So I don't know how much you're using. And, I don't use any of that other stuff. I don't use fluoride or Colgate or any of that stuff personally. You might want to go and check with your dentist. And I don't know, have you been to a dentist recently? Do you get checked out? Do you get your teeth cleaned and shit? I get my teeth cleaned every 4 months. Oh, there we go.
I got hairy legs.
Me too. Me too.
How dare you?
Go hug a tree. Shut up. Shut up, Greta. Okay. Let's see. Twisted Yoga Girl. I've been having trouble remembering to eat something till later in the day. Am I setting myself up for trouble? just not hungry till after 3 or 4 p.m. As long as you're getting in your protein, your necessary nutrients, you can eat however you want. You're just doing some kind of intermittent fasting. You can eat earlier and then not eat later, or you can eat within like a 4, 6, or 8 hour window later in the day. It's really depending on your work schedule and your life schedule. I prefer generally not eating too late, but a time restricted eating window is great. Some people, like if you have binge eating tendencies, intermittent fasting can be a downside if you keep garbage in your environment, because people don't eat for a while. They don't eat for 12 or 16 or 18 hours, and then they just binge and eat whatever they want. I mean, this is where I've been making videos on TikTok and Instagram about intermittent fasting, and people just don't understand that it's not just magic. You don't, hey, I'm only eating for 6 hours. I can just eat whatever I want because I just don't have time to eat everything. It doesn't supersede food quality. If you're eating quality foods, it's going to be very hard to overeat, even if you're eating more frequently during the day. The problem is when people don't eat all day, they do intermittent fasting and then think they can just stuff their face with whatever they want. So if you have binge eating tendencies, you have to fundamentally change your habits and how you look at food and what you have in your environment, and then you can customize what your eating schedule is. It's a better way to do it. All right, so Matt Aoki, to answer your question, they're about 6 foot and 200 pounds. I told them to eat a cock. Matt, you're the fucking man. There you go.
Because stickers?
Yeah, I'll send a cock their way too, so they can eat another cock. I'll send an extra cock that way. Got a whole bag of cocks here for them. So they're 6 foot, 200 pounds, and you're 5'6", 145. And they're like, 315 is not much. They sound like jabronis. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Of course they should be stronger. Fucking mooks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to use too much baking soda. I only use a little bit. And if you have sensitivity, just back off it a little bit. But I never have any issues. I'm not using a lot, like a little bit. It goes a long way. Goes a long way. All right. Yeah, you need good oral health for sure. Luke Nuttall. Luke Nuttall? Like Nuttall, like all of Luke's nut? Luke Nuttall, 07. Papa Swoleo, how many hours are you in the gym a day? Maybe 1 or 2. But I train at home, so I train inside and outside, and I really lean into it and I have fun. I don't really... Plus, sometimes I have to set things up, so it's different than going to a gym and just having equipment ready to go. I'll have to set up the weights, and I'll kind of lean into it a little bit. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy training, so I take my time and I warm up. So it's really like what I want to do every day. So, you know, my actual workout, probably 1 to 2 hours, depending on what I'm doing. D's nuts. All right. Emily Roy in real life. Ironically, Emily Roy in real life. This is online, so it's not really in life, is it? Is it? Hold on a second. Got a burp coming. Hold on.
How dare you?
Oh, that was
60%
nice.
of the time, it works.
Woo.
Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Papa Sully, how to sort through all the information and find my own harmony with life. What kind of information are we talking about here? There's never a shortage of information, especially in 2022. So you don't have to sort through all of it. You need to find your own peace. So it's not going to stop. There's always going to be more information. There's always going to be people disagreeing. The only difference now between now and like 30 years ago is that you just hear everyone's opinion all at the same time. Like there's no shortage of people's opinions. I'm here every day giving my own opinions. There's no shortage of opinions. So you're never going to sort through all the information. You need to meditate, in my opinion. You need to simplify your life. You need to narrow shit down. And this is what pillar number 7 is all about. It's really cutting pillar number 1, the 7 pillars in general, but pillar number 1 is your environment. So your community is also your environment, what you're surrounding yourself with. So I have a card over here on one of my monitors and it says simplify and amplify. And that's usually what people need to do. Not complicate, not add more information, but narrow down what your focus is. And that's why the 7 pillars are so important, because it gives you those foundational protocols in order to focus on the simple things. Like the 7 pillars are very, very simple. You know, life is complicated and life is going to be challenging, but if you focus on these 7 points, it's very it's much easier to navigate life because at least you're getting the 7 things that you can control done every single day to the best of your ability. And a lot of times the other stuff, the chips are going to fall where they may. So it depends on what you mean about all the information. But this is why the elimination diet's important, because you're customizing your nutrition. You're customizing your approach to nutrition, not mine, not anyone else's, Emily's. So you don't have to worry about so-and-so diet and this fucking named diet. Ironically, it's called the elimination diet, but you don't have to worry about keto or paleo or carnivore or this. No, customize, individualize your own. And just because I don't eat vegetables doesn't mean you can't, doesn't mean that you're a bad person if you do. It's my life. It's your life. I'm just sharing what I do and then guiding you or giving you some of the tools in order to customize your own. So you're in charge of your own life, and people need to realize that they're in charge of their own life. You don't have to outsource to the state or to the mainstream media. Like, you are in charge of your own shit. So you can tell people to go fuck themselves. That's what FEF is all about. That's what yesterday was all about.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Nick, does anyone else in the SwoleFam use a mouth guard when lifting? No. Why use a mouth guard? Shouldn't be squeezing your mouth that hard. Just push your tongue up to your roof of your mouth. It'll activate the muscles in your neck. You don't need a mouth guard, bro. Why? Should be relaxed. Add a lot of tension there. Tyler, is there a book you would recommend for financial anything? Yeah, there's many of them. Check out the bookstore or the book club, Papa Swolio's book club. On the homepage, there's a whole list, but I would recommend Price of Tomorrow by Jeff Booth. That's a great book to start. That's a great macro 30,000 foot view of our current situation. It's a great book. Let's see. Cerny wore my NOC shirt today while I was at the grocery store. A young guy walked past me laughing and said he loved my shirt. My swole gear always gets a lot of attention. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Cerny. I love it. Nuts on chin. Let's see. Nick, do you find it funny that Fauci is attempting to become relevant again by the new vid strain? There's always going to be a new one. Forever. It's endemic. It's not going to change. We've known that for a long time. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him. Anyone that's listening to that fucking clown is... If you still want to be a sucker after all that, after everything that we've been saying, he can go eat a couple fucking cocks. He can fill up every orifice with a phallic object. That guy can fuck all the way off. All the way off.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
There's always going to be a new strain. It's never going to stop. So just get used to it. Get used to it. Take care of your health, and you don't have to worry about it. Young Aokiman. Thanks for the bench advice. I'm up 10 pounds. Opinion. Oh, yes. You were live yesterday. We answered this. Good stuff. This is Matt's question. You dropped it on Instagram too. Sneaky. Doris Ballou on Instagram. What do you think about high protein, quote, sweets without any sugar? How's that work? How does it affect your body? High protein, quote, sweets? What do you mean? Oh, like garbage food that people pretend is carbohydrates because they put sugar-free sweetener in it and it's got like tons of sweet shit, but technically no calories. I think it's not good for your gut. I think it's not good for your body. You want protein? Eat some fucking protein. You want protein? Eat a fucking steak. Don't eat fake ass food. Anabolic protein ice cream. Yeah, that kind of fucking nonsense that keeps people in their binge eating mode. Keep tricking your brain to think it's getting sugar. Yeah, it's all shit. You know it is. You fucking know it is. It's anabolic ice cream. No, it's not. You're just fucking adding trash, pretending like it's not sugar when it is. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You're better off eating a huge dick. All right. I need some context, like exactly what it is. But, you know, most of that stuff is nonsense. Most of the stuff is nonsense. If you have everything in your life on point, if you are extremely, like, if you take care of yourself, if you really do everything properly, then you can maybe play around with some things like that if you want to. Most people won't. But usually those things are excuses for people to stay addicted to the foods that they are getting rid of It doesn't change their habits. It just kind of swap out one kind of garbage food for another thing that's like, it's still kind of iffy. And a lot of people just look at the macros. Most of these people look at the macros and say, well, it's artificial sugar. It's not, it's artificial sweetener. It's not sugar, so it's not impacting. And they just play the calorie counting game. They don't think about their gut. They don't think about other side effects and other inflammatory markers and things like that. So, everyone's looking for a way out. Everyone's looking for something that can massage their addictions. And, for some people, they're going to like that and they're going to do it. So it doesn't matter what I say, but, you got to see what works best for you. And then who the fuck cares what I think about it? If you want to eat that shit, then eat that shit. But really, you should really only fuck around with that if you have your 7 pillars locked in and you're really done an elimination diet and you're doing things really properly as per what we usually talk about here. So yeah, artificial sweeteners, no go. No good. Stevia, all that stuff. No, it's fucking nonsense. And everyone's like, well, it's from a plant. Yeah, but you're not supposed to eat it in concentrated form to the point where it's like hyper sweetened your food. Yeah. It's like, oh, it comes from a leaf. Well, one, it's not something that you should be fucking eating anyway. Put the fucking leaves down. You're not a goddamn cow. And just because it can taste a little bit sweet doesn't mean you should saturate your food with it. This is weird. Weird. Yeah, just add some raw honey. Raw honey. Have a tablespoon or two of raw honey done. I love raw honey. It's great for you. That grass-fed stevia. Okay. I think we're there. I think we're into some knowledge cock. That's deep. In closing that topic, Greg was just saying, I'm addicted to pizza, so I don't eat it. One thing I can't stop eating when I start, so I won't even look at it. Remember Christopher's post? Yesterday? He was saying how he would eat 1,200 calories of, ribeye and sweet potato and be stuffed, but he ate 9 pieces of pizza and was still hungry. It's because of the combinations of salt, of sugar, and fat and grease and vegetable oil. And your body just doesn't know what to do with it. The hunger signals and the satiety signals and the mechanisms are fucking completely broken when you add those combinations. It's not natural. This stuff's not found in nature. Our bodies don't know how to deal with that. That's why you don't get that satisfaction. That's why you always feel hungry. But you can have certain foods, right? You can make certain foods that might, hit those cravings. But at the same time, if you're eating nutrient dense food and sleeping properly, you're not it takes a long time to repair your body, especially when these pathways in your brain and these reward systems are fundamentally fucked for 30 years and you're eating garbage all the time. And I know, because I used to eat shit all the fucking time. I know, we all know this. We talk about it all the time. We all live in a society and we've been exposed to garbage. So it's really hard to undo that. This stuff rewires your fucking brain. It rewires your whole reward systems. And when you're rewarded all the time just because you want it, like there's no work, there's no effort that goes into it. You're just fucking constantly hitting that morphine drip. Like, I want another cookie. I want another cookie. I want another candy. I want another cake. I want another piece of pizza. Yeah. It's always where you want it. There was Heather saying, I think it was Heather saying like she deleted Uber Eats and all this stuff. I think, yeah, your fucking phone. You could just hit it with a button and they deliver garbage to your front door. Yeah. I mean, you can have buffalo mozzarella and ground beef and make some portobello mushroom pizza. And that's fucking much better for you. You're actually getting nutrient dense foods. It hits that pizza craving too, if you're looking into that. Papa Swole breaking records on the YouTube for real, yo. Every day, keeping them beaches at bay, dropping nuts on chin. Even slackers can see. Keep up the good work, and I'll keep eating this pork. All right, there you go. That big old knowledge. There you go. All right, let's get into some balls deep content. Are you ready, beaches? We got some posts. Yo, these dumb twats are really on this fucking tweeting game. Man, we got a lot of these classic beaches coming back. What do we got here?
What's in the box?
First balls deep post. All right, share the live stream. We are live. Share it. This is from Raquel at Born to Be Drama, but this was retweeted by the legendary Shira Rose. Remember that chick? I didn't know she was still alive. People think being fat will cost you years of your life because of physical health, but it really costs you years of emotional well-being and mental well-being. It costs both. yeah, if you're fat, it will cost you years of your life. And of course, you're struggling with it because you're not addressing the actual issue. So yeah, you're usually mentally unstable too. They go hand in hand in many cases. Continues, constant exposure to fat hate by the general public has done more harm to me than my blood tests have exposed. Get the fuck out of here.
Matt Damon.
Oh my God. Exposure to fat hate. I'll tell you what, Raquel, get off the internet. You can't handle it. You can't handle the fucking internet. You cannot handle the fucking internet.
Fucking people.
I'm telling you. Most of these people cannot handle the internet. So get offline. I can't handle all the fat hate. Then stop looking at it. Stop looking at it. No one's just fucking spewing hate to your face. You're looking for it and then complaining about finding it. Jesus Christ. All right, we got one from Nick McDermott. And this trash is obvious when you have your identity around being an activist, a feminist, and an advocate. Nick McDermott. Working really hard every day, being an activist, a feminist, and an advocate. In other words, I'm a hashtag jockey on Twitter and Instagram, and I provide no value to this world. Nick says, and that's a chick, fat folk done need... Okay, I can't handle this. I can't handle this grammar. I can't handle the grammar. Fat folk done need to see another thin... Don't stop. 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 Fat folk done need. Enough with the ebonics or whatever the fuck you're trying to pull. Use grammar if you're going to lie to people. Oh, it hurts. It fucking hurts. I can't read this shit. I can't fucking read this shit. I can't. God damn it. I will. All right, here we go.
I better use my strong hand.
I'll read it as written. I'm not going to do the respect of correcting your fucking homework of writing words. Fat folk done need to see another thin, white, able-bodied clinician running workshops on how not to be a dick to your fat clients or patients. Fat folk done need to see another thin, white, able-bodied clinician. Fat folk want to see... What are you, Mr. Miyagi? Fat folk want to see these thin, white body. Fat folk want to see. Fat folk want to see these thin, white, able-bodied clinicians turning to us, the true experts for information, training, and ongoing contributions to the field. Ah, yes. You have to listen to fat people because thin doctors or people that aren't fat and obese couldn't possibly know how to be healthy. You have to ask fat people about fat people. That's right. What does white have to do with you being a fat fuck, Nick? What does being white have to do with you eating too much cookies or too much cake? Sounds like you're a fat, lazy bitch and you just don't want to take responsibility for it. Just seeing that. There's just a thought. It's possible. It's quite possible. Okay, here's another picture. This is from Anne Helen Peterson. And this is a picture saying there is no such thing as, quote, junk food. Well, junk food is defined usually as processed trash. So there most certainly is. And I see people eating it all the time, usually morbidly obese people. And she writes, food hierarchies are in truth sorting mechanisms. Food hierarchy. Now, you know you're in grifting territory when you hear a phrase like hierarchy thrown around. There's no such thing as a food hierarchy. There's food that is processed and literal garbage for you, we know. It's not a hierarchy. It's just shit. It's just shit. It does not make you a worse person to eat junk food. And it certainly doesn't make you a better person to eat whole grains. Well, let me tell you, it definitely doesn't make you a better person to eat whole grains because whole grains are really not edible. They're not made for human consumption, in my opinion. Does it make you a worse person to eat junk food? No, but it usually makes you much more unhealthy and much fatter. So there's that too. Good luck with your health, Anne. You sound like you're on the right track. Okay, we're on a fucking roll. We're rolling. It's Swole Slut Saturday, so let's do two more. This one's from Jay Duillette Peer Coaching. Oh, I love it. We got a coach on our hands. We got a coach. You always love to hear it. These are the people that are coaching other people. So someone's paying this chick for advice, which is scary. But all of those beautiful peculiarities of bodily need. Wait, how is it? Is this a two-parter? No. Or maybe this other post? I don't know if this is connected to something. All of those beautiful peculiarities of bodily need and preference. Oh yeah, I guess this person shared the other picture. So I didn't know it didn't make sense. So the other picture that we just read about food hierarchies was a picture shared by, I guess, Jay Duellette Peer Coaching. All right. But all of those beautiful peculiarities of bodily need and preference get erased by food hierarchies, dividing junk from everything else, which are, in truth, sorting mechanisms. They're a way of categorizing people by class, education, race, and size without saying you're categorizing them by class, education, race, and size. Okay, Jay. And they are almost entirely maintained by those with the privileges and preferences that make them at the top of the hierarchy itself. What? In practice, that means the privileged foods cost the most, take the most time to produce, and have the least calories, regardless of those foods' taste, actual nutritional value, or cultural significance. What the fuck are you talking about?
Matt Damon.
All right, I'm done with those shit posts. We're done. Let's get into some videos. I can't read that shit anymore. Oh, we got some gems. All right, fam. Are you ready? Pick a number between 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
What's in the box?
I can't do it anymore. The bigger, when they use complicated words and they try to throw in racism and classism, it's just nonsense. It's a word salad. They don't intend to mean anything. They're just saying things to make them sound smart. And so you're confused, because then if I disagree and I'm like, there is junk food. Well, you're fatphobic or you're racist because I said the opposite. It's like, oh, shut up. Go get a job. Go get a job that's not swindling people on Instagram or TikTok, right? Just don't swindle people. Stop lying to people. Stop manipulating people, you know? Is that really that much? Is that really that hard, that much to ask? Stop lying to people? All right, let's do Jen. Jen number 4. Jen number 4.
And that's the way, I like it. You see on the sunshine.
You switch the samples.
All right, Jen number 4. Jen number 4, number 4. Sounds like my daughter's father. He texts big words to sound smart, but it makes him sound stupid as fuck. Oh, snap. This is called gay versus fat. I'm into it. Gay versus fat.
What's in the box?
You tell me, fam. What is the correlation between gay and fat? There isn't, but let's hear them complain about it and say something that sounds stupid.
I saw a tweet the other day that said something to the effect of one of the reasons that Christians like to harp on being gay so much as a sin is because for straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. Literally, all you have to do is just live your life.
Whoa, for straight people, it's so easy to not be gay? Hold on a second. Did you just say those words in sequence?
Being gay so much as a sin is because for straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. Literally.
Hold on a second.
Is because for straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. For straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. For straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. For straight people, it's so easy to not be gay.
Okay. You think so? You think so? I mean, for gay people, it's so easy to not be straight. Jesus Christ. Let's play it. Let's see what else we got here.
Straight people, it's so easy to not be gay. Literally, all you have to do is just live your life. And then you're avoiding that sin just by living your life. Like how...
She sounds like she has a clothespin on her nose. Try breathing through your nose. You can certainly fit a lot of air up there. Just take a breath. What the fuck did you just say? What the fuck?
Easy as that. I was thinking about like that concept.
How easy is that to not suck a dick? Ha 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 ha. I'm not gay.
Just live your life. And then you're avoiding that sin just by living your life. Like how easy is that? I was thinking about like that concept, that sentiment just now, and it occurred to me that I think that same phenomenon is the root of a lot of fat phobia, okay? And I say this as a person with thin privilege. So
oh, okay. Why is it always the fucking... All right, look. I'm just gonna go on a limb and assume that she hasn't gotten fucked in maybe double-digit years or ever. Talk about being backed up. God, it's so frustrating when someone has nothing valuable to add. Thin with thin privilege. You don't look thin. You don't look healthy. You don't sound healthy. You don't sound healthy. You don't sound well. You don't sound mentally well. Quite the opposite. You sound unwell. Yeah, scissoring is a thing. That's true, Matt. That's a good point. What does this have to do with, what does a straight person being straight have to do with fat phobia?
Obviously, my thoughts on fat phobia are not at the same level of people who deal with fat phobia on a day-to-day basis. So just take
You don't understand their lived experience. Is that what you're telling me?
that with a grain of salt. But think about it. For people who have never been fat, you avoid doing something socially undesirable simply by living your day-to-day life. You aren't even doing anything special.
I'm taking care of my health, you fucking cunt. God, look, now you're going to piss me off. I don't do anything special. I just take care of myself. I put effort in to take care of myself, you dumb bitch. I'll let that sit. Let that soak into your stupid face.
And you are still somehow avoiding the thing that you are so afraid of.
I'm not afraid. Well, let me just get fat and unhealthy and get that diabetes so I understand what it's like to be fat and unhealthy and have diabetes. That sounds stupid. Why don't you jump off a cliff to tell us how it feels to jump off a cliff? Let me know how that works out for you.
A lot of people then ended up projecting that onto other people like, well, it's so easy for me. I'm literally just living my life and still avoiding this thing that I dislike. Why can't everyone else do that?
It's not about disliking. It's about respecting my body and taking care of my health. Why do you act like me taking care of myself is disliking someone who doesn't take care of their health? Look, if you don't want to take care of your health, that's on you. I am pushing back against the fucktards like yourself that are trying to validate it as if it's something good. It's not good. Okay, it's not good. I'm not going to go and send out and just hate on people just for being fat. I mean, that's easy. That's too easy. That's overwhelming because everyone's fucking fat. Everyone's fucking fat. When you start grifting and lying to other people and lying online, saying it's a virtuous thing to be a lazy fuck and to not take care of yourself and to trash your body and to lie to your following, then I take issue with that.
Never occurs to some people that some people do not have the ability to become thin.
Bullshit.
I don't know. That's just a thought I had just now, but I thought that there were a lot of interesting parallels between...
There's none. Okay, let's move on. Very nice. Thank you for speaking. Thank you, but no thank you. What's grifting? It's essentially jumping on a bandwagon and essentially lying for profit. Scam artist. So, I mean, it's yeah, everyone can be fit and healthier for damn sure. Thin, remember, it's not about being thin. That word is weaponized. Now, not everyone can be thin. Who the fuck wants to be thin? Get fucking swole, bitches. Yow.
And that's the way, I like it. Casey on the sunshine band.
So being gay, as a man wanting to be with a man or a woman, like that has nothing to do with being fat. So she's making a false equivalence and literally just spouting nonsense. I can't believe that made up an entire video over a minute. It's impressive, isn't it? It's impressive to be that stupid for that long, like in one take. It's really impressive. Okay, number 1, number 2, or number 3. What do we got?
We choose truth over facts.
Yeah. She doesn't look thin at all. So, Chris, put down the crack, pizza, and beer. Go to the fucking gym, and it's Swole Slut Saturday. Indeed. Matthew, being gay and being fat are completely different things, in my opinion. Quite so. Greg, not doing anything special. Why is everyone else fat then if it's not anything special? Yeah. Nick, so when a fat gay person loses weight, ... Yeah, I don't want dick pics. Don't send me dick pics. We went over that yesterday in overtime. Don't send me fucking dick pics. All right, positive charisma, number 2. We can go for some positive charisma. PK in the who's. All right, this is called BMI discrimination. Oh my God, this chick again? Sometimes people just keep on talking, don't they?
Show me acceptable forms of discrimination in the year 2022. Perfect. Yeah, that's just what I needed. Yeah.
All right, she's, I guess, referring to some tweet from Nithin Kamath, whoever the fuck that is. It says, we are running a fun health program at Zeroed Health, HA Online. I don't know what this company is. Anyone on our team with a BMI under 25 gets half a month's salary as a bonus. The average BMI of our team is 25.3. If we can get to under 24 by August, everyone gets another half month as a bonus. It'd be fun to compete with other companies. I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of this BMI marker because if you are muscular, then your BMI is high. So if you're fit already, if you're muscular and you build muscle, BMI is not accurate. BMI is pretty accurate for someone who doesn't do anything, for like the average person who does jack shit. So, I mean, what this should be is something about like body fat percentage, but at the same time, you know, body fat percentage isn't like the be all end all, honestly, of health. Like if you're already in a decent body fat percentage range, losing more isn't necessarily better for you. You can actually get too low and have problems. So, you know, I definitely have, you know, I definitely don't agree 100% with this, but she's probably going to cry about it in a way that I don't agree with. So let's listen.
No, see, they're just concerned for their employees' health. Let's not talk about the part where the actual creator of the BMI said that this is not a good measure of individual health.
It's definitely a good measurement of if someone is wider than they are tall. Nice glasses, by the way.
Oops. Or the part where it was literally only designed using white men's bodies.
You mean humans? White men are so different than black men. BMI is pretty damn fucking accurate. So you definitely don't want to admit that either, do you?
Factoring in bone density, muscle mass.
Bone density. You do know that bigger boned shit is nonsense, right?
Shay, do you know what matters more than like solid work performance, being a good team player, being fucking fat? Yeah, see, if these shitty businesses actually cared about employee health, they would do things like shorter work weeks and work days to improve work-life balance.
Yes. Work less. That's right. Put less effort in. Oh my God. Such a hard life you live working 4 or 5 days a fucking week. Oh no. You work 9 to 5. Oh, the horror.
Free gym memberships, free access to a dietitian, free...
yes, free. Who's paying for that? Who's paying for that, Susan? Who's paying for it? Who's paying for it, you fucking communist? You still want fucking handouts? I bet you're picketing outside for student loan forgiveness. Where's that money coming from? Yeah, it's going to bite you in the ass with inflation and taxes. Yeah, you can't just write off debt. It goes somewhere. Someone's got to pay for something. Someone's paying for it. Nothing's free, twat.
Mental health services. But instead you tell your employees, just lose weight. I don't care how. Here's some money. And that is systemic fat phobia. Period.
No, it's not. Tell me you don't lift without telling me you don't lift. All right, what a gunch. All right. All right, BMI discrimination, right? At least the company's doing something, so I'm not against it. But yeah.
Emotional damage.
Tell me you don't have any mirrors in your house without telling me you don't have any mirrors in your house. All right. Yeah, well, I mean, work is work. Get a different job. Work from home, you know, do some remote work, like learn a skill and learn a different trade or enjoy what you're doing. And then it doesn't feel like work. So, you know, you have to work. You want money, you want to do stuff, or work less and buy less. I mean, everyone's got choices. You know what's crazy about videos like that is that you're just completely offloading any kind of personal choice. Like you have a choice. You can make choices in this world. You can choose what job you have. You can choose a career. You can choose education. You can make a choice. I mean, they saddle kids with debt long before your brain is fully formed. You can actually make proper choices, which is criminal. So the system has to change. But I mean, debt doesn't just disappear. Okay, let's see. Number 1 or number 2? We got 2 more videos. Let's do it. Number 1 or number 2?
Make me happy.
Number 1, number 2. We got 1. Oh, we got amusement parks are fatphobic and fatphobia is systemic. Is that a dude? Is that a man? Oh my God. I wonder if he's gay or straight. You know, the thing is, right? We never find heterosexual males that talk this bullshit. Let's see. Let's do Dawn. Dawn Crane, number 2. Number 2. All right, she picked the dude. All right, Dawn, let's see what we got here. Fatphobia is systemic. Oh my goodness.
Fatphobia?
No, he's definitely on the salchicha. All right.
Is systemic. Systemic.
Holy shit. All right, get this man a soy burger, quick. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Yeah.
Goes deeper than I thought.
Told you, it's always a gay guy.
My clothes dryer.
He's a vegan for sure.
And its manufacturers are fatphobic. They're fatphobic. They hate fat people. And they.
Is this a joke? Is he trolling? He looks so unhealthy, but let's. Maybe he's trolling. Maybe he's trolling. Hey, look, there's a chance. There's a chance. Because this is really embarrassing if he's not trolling.
Hate me! How dare they?
Maybe.
Don't even get me started on the clothes themselves and the makers of the clothes because I'm too big and they don't fit me. How dare they not make clothes that fit me?
All right, I think it's a troll. No, I think it's a troll. I think he's trolling. He still doesn't look healthy. But it's coming off to me as a joke. It's coming off to me as trolling.
How dare they?
Yeah. All right, hold on.
And then my dryer. They take the clothes that I managed to squeeze into.
It's not funny, though. He sounds like he's trolling, but it's not funny. All right, hold on a second. It's not a good job, but I'll give him that. It has to be a joke.
And then they shrink them!
Yeah.
On purpose! On purpose!
Yeah. The loud noises.
Loud noises! How dare they? How dare they?
All right, he's trolling.
They are terrible people. Well, guess what? I will never in my life buy another dryer. I'll use outside.
All right, he's trolling. It wasn't a good job, but all right, we'll bring it back. All right. Yeah, they shrink them. I kind of, all right, yeah. All right, the delivery was a little bit whack, but okay, let's get a little, all right. Again, all right. Whether or not he likes the cock, it still goes back to my theory, right? It's either, look, if he's trolling, then it's not a dude talking about fat phobia, right? It's always chicks. It's always chicks. It's always chicks. It's always like the chicks with the purple hair, the pink hair. All right, so the theory still stands. It's not like, it's never like a logical, it's always like insane women. And I'm just saying that because it always is. It's nothing against women. We have sane women here on the show. It's always just, where are the men, right? Where are the fat positive men? Where are like the fat phobia systemic? Where are like the men that seriously think it? And I always say this, where are the men that seriously think it that are not gay? Because you'll have gay men that say it. Okay, that doesn't count. I'm talking about like a heterosexual, like a man, some toxic muscularity. How like a man saying it, like, there's fat phobia everywhere. You don't hear it. Why? It's always chicks. Why? Why? Leave it up to you. Okay, usually probably because they don't have children. They don't have purpose in their life, and they've been lied to with the feminist movement and brainwashing in college and soy and everything else that they've been poisoned with. And they grow up and they're in debt and they're miserable and no one likes them and no guy wants to fuck them. And they're just like lashing out, looking for love and attention. That's probably what it is. Probably what it is. Based. All right, this one is amusement parks are fatphobic or physics exists. And You're just too fat to get on the ride, so walk some more.
Part 3 of examples of fat phobia in the world, specifically the US, amusement park edition.
Uh-huh.
So I have not yet been to an amusement park as a fat person, so I...
Yeah. Because walking up the stairs is enough entertainment.
I wanted to give you someone else's perspective on it so that you could get a really good idea of what's going on here.
That's all right. Holy shit. Whoa, look at that hair. My goodness gracious. My goodness fucking gracious. What is going to happen here? That was not acceptable. I didn't like that transition at all.
Idea of what's going on here.
On Universal, they say that you will fit their ride if your waist is smaller than 44 inches.
Okay. All right. If you are struggling with your waist being less than 44 inches, come on now. This is your fucking problem. You got to change your habits. No one's just like, I'm just over, my waist is just 50 inches and I just can't do anything about it. Okay, pal. Give me the play-by-play, right? Give me the play-by-play. Give me the minute-by-minute, everything you eat for a week. I want to know exactly. I want a vlog of everything you do for 7 days. Get the fuck out of here. You can't lose weight. Bullshit.
My waist is 42, but these dummy thick thighs aren't. And guess what made it so that I couldn't fit in those rides?
Cake!
These hips and these boobs. How dare you, Universal? So I waited in line for almost an hour for the first Harry Potter line, and I get up to the top of the line, and the guy picks me out of a line and says, have you ridden this before? I was like, no. He's like, well, you got to go try the test seat, which tells me that he has had training on how to be fat phobic. And
he's had training on how to make sure that you don't fall off the fucking ride and die. He's had training in making sure that the ride doesn't fall off the fucking rails and everyone dies. He's had training that requires him to follow safety procedures because physics and gravity exists. And yeah, just because it hurts your feelings, maybe you should have dealt with that for the years and the decades before where you've just been eating way too many fucking cream pies every day. I don't know what you do, but you don't do much in the way of taking care of your health. So he is looking out for your health, and you should thank him for saving your fucking life because he puts you on there anyway. You'd end up like that 450-pound black kid that fell out of the fucking seat.
how to pick someone out of a crowd to tell them that they're not going to fit on.
That's it? Oh my God, it ended way too late. That was great. It ended early. Fam, it ended early. That was great. Holy shit. I thought that was going to go for a lot longer. Oh my God, I was about to get more riled up and then it stopped. That was beautiful. Saved by the fucking bell. That was fantastic.
No more shenanigans,
Excellent.
No more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
That was excellent. My God, usually it just keeps on going and fucking going and going and going and going. Usually it just doesn't fucking end and they don't just shut the fuck up. It just keeps on going and fucking going and fucking going. Holy shit. It usually just fucking keeps on going. All right. That being said, fam, it is Swole Slut Saturday. All right, we got a Swole card to give away. Remember, by the way, yesterday's overtime segment is available now inside Swole TV for members. So if you're not yet a member of the fam, join today, SwoleNormousX.com, and catch yesterday's bonus segment, Overtime. It was fire. Trust me, Mama Swole was there. It was awesome. It was a fun time. So make sure you check that out inside Swole TV. The replay is now available. Monday, day after tomorrow, we have our accountability meeting live call for members only. Every Monday episode is private. So make sure that you are checking that out. We'll have new releases and we'll have a great time. Monday, 12 noon Eastern time, May 2nd. Be there. Accountability meeting. All right, bitches. You ready? We're going to give away today's Swole card. It's going to be fucking awesome. Are you ready? Let's get this raffle going. It is Swole Slut Saturday. Let's fucking go. Let's get some music. Falcon, take us away. Are you ready, bitches? I know. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fucking good time. It's going to be juicy. Juicy. Scroll. Scroll. Looking for triple S. Scrolling. Stop. Scroll. Stop. Scroll. Stop. Scroll. Stop. I saw a lot of triple S's. We got one. And ironically, it is the fucking man himself, Chris Roberts. Fucking absolute serendipity. Especially, you had a fucking post today, and this beautiful timing. It's a beautiful thing. Chris, congratulations, and maybe you could hang that in your fucking car or your truck on the way to your 90-hour journey. Bro, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2185 in the subject, your mailing address in the bio of the email. Congratulations, bro. And amazing post, by the way. I think everyone was leaning. We're like, oh my God, Chris wins this car because he's driving 120 miles each way, still making some gains, still taking all the necessary precautions to make sure he's moving during the day and moving at his work site. And that's an epic journey, and you're still staying focused and you're still positive about everything, which is really humbling and fucking amazing. So send us that email and hang that high, hang that proud, maybe like, I don't know, fly it from the back of your car. Whatever you need to do, but stay focused. You are a filthy swole slut indeed every day, and a filthy one at that. Fam, let us nut this beesh, and we'll take some swole card requests, beeshes. We'll take some swole card requests. I'm sorry, some soundboard requests. I always get tongue-tied. Chris, you got a soundboard request? Happy to oblige.
Well, I could be wrong.
Drop in the comments down below. Fam-wise,
is an old wooden ship.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button
during the Civil War era.
We'll be back here tomorrow. We got the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funny Q&A-ness tomorrow.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
We do need a Swole Slut flag.
Lieutenant Dan.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Emotional, damn it!
Crucifixion was good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Hi, Mrs. Greg. Could you milk me?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Come on, man.
Emotional, damn it!
DJ Swolio in the motherfucking house. I got one. One for me.
Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
On fire.
Wow. Oh, you can...
You went full retard, man.
How dare you?
Eat shit, Derek.
Nothing but a shaggy's got lifeless eyes, black eyes like a doll's eye.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion.
I'm your huckleberry. Just my game.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Here we go. Oh, he does it again. He does it again. Undefeated. Fam, what a great show. I love it. Thank you all for being here. I see you in the private Telegram chat. I see you, Ana Luisa. I see you, Dustin. I see you, Jen. Thank you so much for being here on the Mancast. Make sure you share the stream with someone who needs some thick, veiny knowledge cock in their life. And you know, you've been out there. You've been around. You've seen what is out there. You have seen it. So share. Imagine, just like think about it. When you share the stream, it's just like electronically just slapping someone with a fucking dick across their face. They might not know it, but they will. And if you're listening to it and someone sent you this podcast, that's what happened. So you can thank them. Share the stream, leave us a review, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, thedailyswole.com for all the live stream links. If you're just listening, you want to join the show, check out the show notes down below. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. We have some specials going on for unlimited membership. So go and check that out over there on the memberships page. Check out the free downloads, 7 pillars, all that good shit. And remember, fam, if you missed yesterday's overtime segment, head on into Swole TV and go and catch it, and make sure you write a comment below because it was fucking awesome. So we'll see you tomorrow for the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Fun Day Q&A-ness. It's going to be fucking lit, and be there or be a jabroni. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint shit. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.